Alright, so today we're going to be talking about a list of companies, about 7 companies that accept 2-2 graduates. Hello everyone and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Rida Olabisi. If you're here for the first time, I'll need you to smash that subscribe button, okay? I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, so your subscription is very important to me. Alright, so I know that usually it gets a little bit difficult. It's not even usually, all the time, if I'm going to be for real. It's very difficult for you to actually get a job with a second class lower degree in Nigeria. But before I get into the list of companies, there are a couple of things I think you should know if you graduated with a 2-2. So the first thing you need to do is you need to actually change your mindset. You need to understand that graduating with a 2-2 does not totally eliminate your chances of success. Of course, it will make it more difficult and it will also reduce the opportunities that you have access to. But I'm here to tell you that it's not the end of the world. There are opportunities out there for you and you can definitely get the best job ever. Okay, so the second thing I also want you to know is that you need to start taking professional exams because it increases your chances of actually getting a very good job. Look at the field that you're interested in, ask questions, do your research and find out the professional qualification or examination that is expected from someone who is in the same field as you. So if you are studying accounting, you know that it's ICANN, it's ACCA, it's CFA. If you are studying human resource management, employment relations, industrial relations, you know it is CIPM, you know it is PHRI, you know it is all of these professional certifications, and just kind of adds on to what you have in your degree. So if, for example, you're applying for a job, people could actually overlook the fact that you graduated with the 2-2 because you have a professional qualification that also backs up your skill and educational knowledge on the subject or the field. So the third thing I would also like to say to you is that you need to take your personal branding and your LinkedIn very, very seriously. Make sure you have a very good and optimized LinkedIn, and make sure that you're reaching out to recruiters in the companies that you're interested in applying to. Or you'll be surprised how many people have actually gotten a job offer. You'll be surprised how many people have gotten invited for a job interview just through cold emailing or cold messaging via LinkedIn. Also, just make sure that you're very visible on those platforms. Make posts every now and then just so it increases your visibility. So these are like the 3 tips that I like to share with you guys if you finished with a 2-2 and you're looking to get a very good job. The first thing that I said is change your mindset. It's not the end of the world. You can get a very, very good job at a very, very good company. Second thing is you need to focus on taking professional exams and professional certification. The third thing is you need to take your personal branding and your LinkedIn very, very seriously. All right, so now that I've established those things, I would like to move forward to listing the companies that actually accept 2-2 graduates. So the first company I'd like to mention is PwC, right? So last year in 2022, PwC announced that they will start accepting graduates with 2-2 and above. So if you finished with 2-2, good news to you is that PwC, which is one of the big 4, a very, very major company globally, accepts 2-2 graduates. So you can apply to PwC if you finished with 2-2. Although the applications for 2023 recently closed, which is why you should subscribe to my channel so you can get this information as at when due. Okay, so after PwC, the second company or the second major company that accepts 2-2 graduates is EY, Ernst & Young. It is also one of the big 4 companies, although EY has been accepting 2-2 graduates for like years now. I think since like about 2018, 2015. Within that time range, they've always been accepting 2-2 graduates. So if you finish the 2-2, you can apply to EY and you would be accepted, provided that you pass the recruitment processes. All right, so moving on, apart from PwC and EY, the third company that accepts 2-2 graduates is Access Bank. So it's also last year as well, in 2022, that I noticed that Access Bank also started accepting 2-2 graduates. So if you're interested in working in the banking sector, you can look to apply to Access Bank, and if you pass the recruitment process as per usual, you will be given a job offer at Access Bank. So apart from Access Bank, we have IPNX Nigeria. IPNX Nigeria also accepts 2-2 graduates. Apart from that, the 5th company that I have on my list is Food Concepts PLC. So they're donors of Chicken Republic and Pie Express. So if you're interested in applying to an FMCG, yeah, it's an FMCG. It's an FMCG. Food Concepts actually accepts second class lower graduates. So apart from these 5 companies I've mentioned, I've noticed that there are 2 major consulting firms, HR consulting firms, that always puts out job openings for Tutu graduates, although obviously it does depend on the role. But for entry level roles, what I've noticed is that they always put the level or class of degree that they want to recruit. But if it's like an experienced hire, I've never seen anybody say, oh, they want 2-1 or they want first class, because at that point it's your experience that actually speaks for you, not the class of degree that you got like years and years ago, right? So the 2 major HR consulting firms that I've seen that repeatedly put out job openings for Tutu graduates is Kimberly Ryan and Phillips Consulting Limited. So these 2 consulting companies actually do recruit Tutu graduates for their clients. So all you have to do is just go to those guys' pages on LinkedIn and make sure you're following them, so you can see when they're recruiting for their clients, because they're consulting firms, so they're not necessarily recruiting for themselves, they're recruiting for other companies who have outsourced their recruitment functions to them. All right, so just a recap of the 7 companies that I mentioned. The first one, PwC, EY, Access Bank, IPNX Nigeria, Food Concept PLC, Kimberly Ryan, and Phillips Consulting Limited. So that has brought us to the end of today's video. Do not forget to smash that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.